Tilly Norwood, she is not a replacement for a human being, but a creative work, a piece of art. Like many forms of art before her, she sparks controversy, and that in itself shows the power of creativity.
There we go. That was the point in this, to get people's reaction to it. They're not actually trying to cast this thing in movies yet.
It's just like the first AI influencer and the first AI singer every year for 5 years. Where though? They're in magazine articles only.
True. I remember when they did this with music. It said the first AI artist has arrived and they played some of the songs. Then you never heard about it again.
Green Eggs and Ham says, just in case you're not already bored with the same repackaged slop that Hollywood has for you, now the actors will be a mishmash of shit you've seen before. This is why capitalists should have no part in art.
I mean, if they're making original movies with AI, then at least the AI promoted original movies. Everybody's complaining now that the movies made by humans are just rehashes of the same shit over and over again. Isn't that the complaint right now?
Really hard to sell the AI and its inevitable arguments when the AI camp folds in on itself anytime there's a halfway honest convo about their work. Don't let—
I am more than open to have an honest convo about it.
Says, I can't wait until 100% of my media is acted by actors and actresses I've built in AI that won't lecture me on my own personal fucking politics.
Yep, and they won't insert their politics into their interviews. They won't sexually harass people. They won't get into scandals that you guys all get mad about. It seems like it solves a lot of the problems you guys have with human actors right now. Maybe you shouldn't be canceling every human actor if you don't want them to get replaced with AI. Did you ever think about that? Maybe you should stop taking their jobs away for being human if you want humans to keep doing the jobs. Do you guys know who Tilly Norwood is? Are you familiar with the name Tilly Norwood? Little Tilly Norwood. Don't worry, if you don't know her name yet, you will hear a lot of it, because we're about to learn all about Tilly Norwood. Now, I'm going to be upfront with you. I have not seen this, and I have not looked into much on Tilly Norwood. Don't know much about her. But if you're wondering who Tilly Norwood is, you know it. Jennifer Tilly? No, Tilly Norwood. If you don't know much about Tilly Norwood, you don't know who she is, allow me to explain. And I don't know much about it, so maybe I'll be changing my opinion here. Maybe I'll be eating some crow tonight. All right? It was last night, and I did not plan this. I promise you I did not plan this. I did not know that the very next day this would go viral. But last night I did a segment on AI. Went on a whole rant about it and how I think people are overreacting to it. I don't think it's going to be as big a deal as everyone thinks. I think that once society adapts to it, it'll be just another tool like everything else. Laws will be passed around it to keep it in check, just like they did with deepfakes. And this will all blow over. That everyone is freaking out for nothing. That it's not that big a difference from the way technology normally advances. Yeah, some people lose jobs. New jobs are created. Society adapts. We move forward. But Tilly Norwood is an actress. A Hollywood actress. And Tilly Norwood is not real. Tilly Norwood is a 100% AI-generated Hollywood actress that they want to cast in movies, from my understanding. Now, I haven't looked too deep into this. I don't know how that would even work. I don't see how that would be better than just hiring an actual actress. Unless that AI is so advanced it's completely automated and you don't need to have a team of coders behind her to make her work in whatever specific movie she's supposed to be in. Because if they're paying for her and then they got to pay for all those workers and stuff, and it may end up being more work than it's worth to make her work in a specific movie, I don't think she's going to work. I don't think we've gotten to the point where we can have an actress completely made with AI that a movie studio can pay for, and the director can type into a prompt what it wants it to do, the way it tells an actor or an actress what he wants them to do, and then it does it the right way. And then plus, how do you get other actors and actors to react to it and to act with it? I'm not sure how this would be better than hiring an actual actor or actress, or even cheaper. But, you know, I guess I guess we'll see. But this is the internet versus Tilly Norwood, as we get to hopefully learn a little bit more about Tilly Norwood. If he doesn't explain what she is or what the details are in this video, because he's probably just going to give the basics. But we get to see the internet's reaction to Tilly Norwood. And if we need to learn more, we may Google that and look it up after this. But take it away, Internet Versus. Good channel. You guys should subscribe to him. It's a great way to see what's going on the internets.
Earlier this week, Reddit, X, TikTok, and even 4chan blew up in response to a rumor going around about an AI actress. When Film Updates reported that allegedly various talent agencies are looking to sign Tilly Norwood. Of course, many argued online this is an absolute violation of creativity and art, and that acting in no way should be replaced by AI. Others pointed out that they believe the woman is rather young looking, and that this may also be used for predatory reasons. In response, the creator of the AI model Aileen made a post on Instagram saying that the goal isn't the substitution of human talents, but rather experimentation. But I'll let you be the judge of that.
What's the experimentation?
Welcome to the internet versus AI actress Tilly Norwood. It starts when Variety tweets out an article with the title, AI actress Tilly Norwood debuts at Zurich Summit as industry grapples with emerging tech. We want her to be the next Scarlett Johansson. Luke Barnett quote tweets Variety by,
Damn, that's a big claim. You guys are aiming for the stars already. Want her to be the next Scarlett Johansson. You understand that the bigger the name gets, the more value the name has. So while AI may be cheaper as an actress at first, once a particular AI model were to become as famous as somebody like Scarlett Johansson, then the AI creators that own the model will know that they can charge Scarlett Johansson prices for the AI model. So I still don't understand how this is better than just hiring an actress at this point. I'm still trying to find the why you would do this.
By saying, shame on Variety for even using the term AI actress. This is all such a flagrant PR grift.
I mean, if she is an AI actress, that's what she is, though.
I guarantee no real agency is circling her. Get out of here with this garbage. And on that note, another tweet went viral by Film Updates with the title, multiple talent agents are reportedly in talks to sign AI actress Tilly Norwood, they spelled it wrong here, created by AI talent studio Sequoia. And Alex quote tweets the post by saying, we cannot normalize this. Acting is a centuries-old art and we cannot lose it to AI. And oh hey Kayla replies, do you think Adelaide Kane knows those are her lips? Prey replies to the original post by saying, we can't normalize this. Painting is a centuries-old art. We can't lose it to photography.
Yeah. All right, so he is showing both sides of it. Yeah, like those are the same arguments they have every time a new thing comes out. And they've already done like some form of AI in the past. They've had robots and stuff before and like automated shit before, just nothing this advanced.
Peppa Pig replies, painting is done by humans. Pictures are taken by humans. Acting
not all pictures are taken by humans.
Should be done by humans. Terrible analogy.
It's not a terrible analogy. Do you think there's a human watching the stoplight camera when it takes a picture of your license plate because you ran the red light? Or was that automated and done by a machine? You think someone's really watching traffic all day and waiting for somebody to run the light? What fucking shit take? This dude's a Peppa Pig, you're a fucking retard.
Prado says, you think photography replaced painting? And Prey replies, nope. And that's exactly people's answer to all this hysteria.
Yeah, this won't replace actresses. Even if it does get used, it'll be used probably in animated stuff and never live action, I would guess. They would just make animated movies using this to supplement some of the characters, maybe. I don't see this actually working alongside or replacing real people. I just don't see it.
Grace quote tweets Film Updates by saying, I wonder why they would want to make an AI actress of a very young looking girl that obviously has no need for autonomy or rights. I wonder what they're going to do with her that they couldn't do with a real actress. Wait. Oh. Me when it comes to connecting AI with misogyny. Jonathan Fuji quote tweets Film Updates by saying, the concept of signing...
I don't think they had all of that in mind when they made it. I think that's just people like self-reporting on what they would use it for. I don't think the person who made it thought about that. I just thought they went, young-looking girls get cast in movies. Sydney Sweeney's big right now. You know, like that's just how movies have always worked. I don't think they were thinking the thing that guy was thinking. I think he's just self-reporting right there. Somebody should check his hard drive is what I'm saying.
an AI actress, with Mr. Krabs looking at a chalkboard that says 0 days without nonsense. Josh Edwards quote tweets film updates by saying, "Fuck Tilly Norwood. Let's all cancel her immediately." And Alex replies, "I heard she says slurs."
I mean, how do you cancel her, though? Couldn't they just change the algorithm on the AI model to make her look like a different girl? Like, do you really think canceling Tilly Norwood's going to cancel AI actresses if that's the point here, is to make an AI actress, if that's the point of this experiment? Like, do you really think that's going to do it? You really think it's going to make a difference? I mean, have all the backlash you want. I don't think it's going to matter. If they really want to do it, they're going to find a way to do it. And like, all they got to do is just say, well, we can't make her look like that. People will recognize her. Let's make her look like something else and not tell them it's AI. See if they can tell the difference. That's all you're encouraging them to do now.
Deborah replies, "Maybe start by not calling it her." Ryan Lewis replies, "I heard she said N-word behind the scenes." Twist of Jack Twist says, "By the way, she was literally on the Epstein list and tried to alert him ahead of time of the police being at the airports before he got off the plane."
It's everybody's just memeing on it at this point.
Chainsaw Massacre quote tweets film updates by saying, "Not to be dramatic or anything, but if you pay to see a movie starring an AI actress, I think you should be publicly executed." Discussing film also posts
Yeah, that's not dramatic at all, man. Jesus Christ.
the same thing, and Elvis the Alien quote tweets it by saying, "An AI talent
Really, Elvis the Alien?
studio definitionally can't exist." Kiro quote tweets film updates with this quote from Martin Scorsese, where
That is until they change the definition, Elvis. What, you think definitions of things don't change over time?
he says, "Well, the industry is over." Brandon quote tweets film updates by saying, "It really sucks that AI isn't going to turn out like how NFTs did." Hungrybox responds by saying, "In 2035 at movie theaters, you will have to choose between watching the AI standard movies for $12.99 or the organic films for the $27.99 premium."
Hey, that's what they did with food. Why not do it with movies? By the way, when you go to that movie theater, if they still exist in 2035, you'll go to an AI teller who will sell you your ticket, be ushered in by an AI kiosk to direct you to your seat, with an AI at your seat that'll detect whether or not you're the ticket holder, and then you'll get to watch your AI movie.
The Surfs replies by saying, "Can someone explain why an AI anything would need an agent? Like, why can't a studio just type a prompt and create their own version?"
The agent is for the people who code the AI and who manage it. Duh.
Isn't that the whole point? How do you represent someone who doesn't exist and was created by stealing images of other people? And Evan Loves Worf replies, "I feel like this is an AI industry created story." Over on 4chan, an Anon posted the screenshot of the film updates tweets with the caption, "We might finally start getting attractive actresses again." And Anon replies, "In the future, prompt engineer will be the highest, most respected caste in Western society." Anon replies to OP by saying, "Wasn't this already tried and it failed miserably?" And Anon says, "Yeah, 10 years ago when AI looked even worse than it does now. It's only a matter
Yeah, in 10 more years, this might actually be possible.
of time before this shit gets good enough to destroy acting." And then Anon also
I don't think it'll destroy acting.
replies, "At that point, it's going to destroy the entire industry because people will just be making their own movies with their own personal Tilly Norwood at home." And another Anon replies to the first post saying, "The tech is only getting better. I'm sure companies are investing in AI way too early, thinking it's going to be a magic fix-all, but it will probably happen eventually." This Anon says,
It'll probably be a tool, and this will level off. I don't think it's going to replace anything. I still think people are overreacting.
"Not with this tech. They chose the wrong method and now it's a shit forever until they swap. It's like if everyone invested entirely in blimps and ignored planes." One Anon replies to OP saying, 40 years ago, they said that they would be able to bring Elvis back to life with AI by today, but now they're saying that it'll be done another 50 years from now. What if another 50 years pass and it still doesn't happen? What then? What then, huh? No,
Jesus Christ.
you ain't gonna do shit and neither am I. So beat that, bitch." This Anon replies to OP.
Yeah, I mean, he's right. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't put this genie back in the bottle, man. I'm sorry. All the complaining in the world is not going to change it. The genie is out of the bottle. It's open source. Anyone can develop for it. Anyone can work on it. And yeah, you can regulate it in America, but then the Russians will do it, or the Indians will do it, or Pakistan, or there'll be another country who will develop it if we won't. Like, another country with less regulations around it. Is that what you really want? I mean, genie's out of the body. Genie is out of the bottle. This is happening whether you like it or not.
by saying, why isn't she white? Why does she look Mexican? And another anon says, why isn't she black? And anon replies,
True.
she is black. What are you, fucking blind? Get some fucking
She is not black.
glasses. Holy shit. She's even blacker than Denzel Washington and Samuel
Did we look at the same chick? That chick was not black. I'd be gooning to it if it was.
Jackson put together. This anon replies to Opie by saying, Tilly Norwood, I don't mind the idea of an AI replacing human actresses, but I find it incredibly gay that they gave the robot girl some random made-up human name. Over on the FOMOA subreddit, died a long time ago, posts this with a caption, Melissa Barrera calls out agents trying to sign AI actress Tilly Norwood. And it's a post from Melissa where she says, hope all actors repped by the agent that does this drop their ass. How gross. Read the room. And Comfortable Load replies with this gift saying, what the fuck? In the caption, this is dystopian considering actual actresses are struggling to find jobs. Also, it's giving they use known actresses' faces to make this AI composite. And SJV replies, she looks vaguely Haley Steinfeld-ish. And Rebranding Myself says, I think it's super telling that the first AI actor is female coded. Of course, women are the first to be replaced.
No one's getting replaced.
And Tatooine Knight says, and a little disturbing that it's a young woman. What age is she supposed to be? Beckbackbox says, every time I see anything AI related, I get so angry. I just know that if this shit ever gets normalized in the future, I'll be one of the anti-AI bigots still stuck in my human ways. And No Mathematician 6866 replies, it's already normalized. AI generated art assets are already an established market. There's AI generated music getting 1 million downloads on Spotify.
True.
The only thing theoretically stopping this AI actress is whether their generative model can actually produce useful dialogue. Otherwise, it's just a bog standard CGI and artificial voice generation.
Or you get an actual human being to write the dialogue and the actress just says it on screen or whatever. It's just an actress you can control. Like there's still plenty of ways to do this that still involve people. That's why I'm like, it's not really replacing people. I don't think you can completely replace people by just typing into a text prompt. Like, I still don't see that happening.
Put those three together if they can achieve it, and bam, an actress who can hawk auto insurance or skincare products or whatever other ad spot you want without needing to pay for anything more than the query load at the data center running.
Yeah, I mean, ads might be probably the thing that you might have to actually worry about. I don't think it's going to be an actress and that it'll take over movies. You might can get it to do like a 30-second ad that's believable for cheap, but I mean, who cares about ads? Very few people who ever like get a role in an ad ever move on to become an actual actor or actress anyway. It's not the same.
Her. Over on r/technology, Task Force posted this article saying, Whoopi Goldberg takes aim at AI actress Tilly Norwood. You can always—
oh no, not Whoopi Goldberg.
Tell them from real actors. Our faces and bodies move differently. And John T. Lurker replies, Isn't—
for now. They move differently. For now, Whoopi. I don't say you can always tell the difference. Look at how far we've come in 10 years. In 10 more years, they may be able to act circles around you. Which, I mean, you're Whoopi Goldberg. It's not hard.
Is it just me, or does this Tilly Norwood business feel astroturfed? Like someone is trying to see how the public would react to AI actors.
That's also probably they did say it was an experiment. That's also probably what's happening here. This is an experiment to see how people will react to the idea of an AI actress. They're not actually using the AI actress yet. That's probably what they meant by experiment. It's a social experiment. That makes a little more sense. That I'd believe.
Which is why we're seeing so much of this lately. And Epidemic Saints says, it's just like the first AI influencer and the first AI singer every year for 5 years. Where though? They're in magazine articles only.
Yeah, where are they?
It's outlets falling for press releases because they want it to be real and to report the controversy so bad. And that Prince replies, apparently one of the—
True. I remember when they did this with music. It said the first AI artist has arrived, and then they played some of the songs. Then you never heard about it again. He hasn't arrived. They just wanted to see how people would react to it.
Singers had a song on the charts, but again, given what we know about the streaming platforms and record labels, that could have been manufactured as well. And JS Kami replies, there's plenty of AI music on streaming platforms, or the very least music created with some use of AI.
Yeah, but there's not an AI artist where they have made an actual like person that it's supposed to represent, that all of the songs sound this one style. That hasn't happened yet. There's no like AI artist who's famous and making music as an AI artist.
And into unreleased songs from a lot of artists that you notice halfway through, they don't pronounce words like a human. And Delicious Pumpkin Pie replies, yeah.
You're describing Adam McIntyre now. He doesn't pronounce words like a human. Adam McIntyre's AI.
I thought Spotify had been
Terrible, terrible coded AI.
doing that for years now.
Snark coded.
Then Nicholas Jansen posted this TikTok with some good information. The full thing will be linked in the description. But here's just a clip of his TikTok talking about some of the history of why Tilly came to be.
This is an AI actress created by Particle 6, which proudly touts itself as the world's leading AI production studio. This is Aline van der Velden, a Dutch comedian, actor, writer, and producer. I don't know exactly how her career went or her villain origin story, but she appears to be waging war with human creativity itself. And just this past week, her company launched an AI talent studio, Jikoya, for hyper-real digital stars. According to van der Velden and her associates at this summit, studios and other media and entertainment companies are quietly embracing AI under the radar and expected to publicly announce high-profile projects using the technology in the coming months. Meet Tilly Norwood, the AI actress who might just change Hollywood forever. She cries, she charms, she delivers every line with precision. Respectfully,
Well, can we see some of it now?
what
Like, I need to see it in action.
the actual fuck are we doing here?
And Jen Crafts replies, you know what can't use AI actors? Theater, especially small theater. Support your local theater. Katie says, I want the robot to do chores so I can do art, not the other way around. Jasmine Berman says, as an actor, this makes me unbelievably angry. She delivers every line with precision, breaks my heart. Our job is not to be precise. Our job is to be human. Leah Cobble says, AI is so boring. It's everywhere and it's bland. The art's bland and unimpressive, songs are bland, and the models. Norel says, easy. Boycott any film that uses AI actors.
But if they get so real you can't tell the difference, how would you know? Isn't that supposed to be like the point of all this?
Green Eggs and Ham says, just in case you're not already bored with the same repackaged slop that Hollywood has for you, now the actors will be a mishmash of shit you've seen before. This is why capitalists should have no part in art.
I mean, if they're making original movies with AI, then at least the AI promoted original movies. Everybody's complaining now that the movies made by humans are just rehashes of the same shit over and over again. Isn't that the complaint right now? Maybe the AI will write something new, since humans are failing to do that right now.
Then over on Tilly Norwood's actual Instagram account, there was this post made with a response to some of the various backlash, where it says, to those who have expressed anger over the creation of our AI character, Tilly Norwood, she is not a replacement for a human being, but a creative work, a piece of art. Like many forms of art before her, she sparks controversy, and that in itself shows the power of creativity.
There we go. That was the point in this, to get people's reaction to it. They're not actually trying to cast this thing in movies yet.
I see AI not as a replacement for people, but as a new tool, a new paintbrush. Just as animation, puppetry, or CGI open to fresh possibilities without taking away from live acting, AI offers another way to imagine.
And the people who created say all the same shit I said. That's what it's created to be. It's never meant to replace. No one ever said that. People freak out for stuff that's literally not being done, and they're not trying to do.
Imagine and build stories. I'm an actor myself, and nothing, certainly not an AI character, can take away the craft or joy of human performance. Creating Tilly has been, for me, an act of imagination and craftsmanship, not unlike drawing a character, writing a role, or shaping a performance. It takes time, skill, and iteration to bring such a character to life. She represents experimentation, not substitution. Much of my work has always been about holding up a mirror to society through satire, and this is no different. I also believe AI characters should be judged as part of their own genre, on their own merits, rather than compared directly with
that I could see happening, and I'd probably be okay with AI generated movies being its own genre. You know, just like anime is a genre, and you know, horror, comedy, blah blah blah. Like new genres pop up all the time. Metroidvania is a genre. Before Dark Souls, there were no Souls-like games. Then Dark Souls happened, and now it's a genre. Why can't there be a new movie genre? We hadn't had one in a long time. Why not?
human actors. Each form of art has its place, and each can be valued for what it uniquely brings. I hope we can welcome AI as part of the wider artistic family, one more way to express ourselves alongside theater, film, painting, music, and countless others. When we celebrate all forms of creativity, we open doors to new voices, new stories, and new ways of connecting with each other.
That's a pretty reasonable way to look at AI, and probably this is probably the best take I've heard about anime. It's a genre. This is probably the most realistic take on how AI is actually going to be used. The people who make it seem to understand like how it's going to be used and what it's going to be used for. Because this chick definitely understands that. The girl that made it. And she's right. It's going to be used as a form of expression. It's going to be used. Yeah, it's just going to be another tool for that. I don't know where he went. Oh, right there.
Aline. Then Variety also posted this response on their Twitter page with the caption, "The creator of AI actress Tilly Norwood has released a statement following a weekend of heat and backlash." And Bike Man replied,
"Oh, Tilly Norwood." Oh, I thought they said Tilly Norwood released a statement. I'll admit I wouldn't fully listen to that. No, they were talking about the statement that the girl just made. Okay.
"If I took a big shit in public, it would spark conversation. Doesn't mean it's art." James Daughtery says, "What is the difference between AI and 4 hours of makeup?" Clements Clemenson also quotes the part saying she sparks conversation.
I mean, the makeup comparison's not the best comparison. I get what they're going for, but there's a big difference between AI and 4 hours of makeup. They're very different things.
Replying laughing, saying, "This guy is obviously using AI to generate his quotes about his creation." Reed says, "Shame these people into irrelevance." Microplastics Revelator quote tweets the Variety post by saying, "Everyone involved with the creation as well as marketing and promotion of this product is undoubtedly a pedophile." And Smedley replies,
"Wow." Yep, and this kind of visceral reaction is one of fear. Two things are driving this. It's fear because people don't understand it and it's scary, or if they're a quote-unquote artist, it's jealousy. They're jealous that someone found a way to do what they do better and faster. And instead of putting in the work to outdo that and to prove that, no, I can do better, they just throw in the towel and admit defeat and lash out. When in reality, if you could do better, then do better. You're just lashing out at the competition because you're jealous of the fact that it's doing what you do better and faster. And I'm talking about Twitter artists. I'm not talking about real artists who work in the industry and actually have jobs as artists.
"I'm so tired of this invading every part of life and being unbelievably creepy each time."
It's not invading every part of life. Go outside and touch grass. It's not invading the real world.
Judy Squirrels quote tweets Variety by saying, "She's a fake white girl, created to make money. It's boring."
You're not going to run into any AI models walking around a Walmart, dude. It's not invading life.
"You're boring. You're not creative." Rollo-Wise the Clowny responds to the post by saying, "The best part about these AI people is that they live within a bubble of effusive praise for one another. The moment their plans breach containment, they get super self-conscious. No one actually wants this, and they can't actually interact with that idea because it's invalidating."
Dude, if no one wanted it, they wouldn't keep making it. You're the one living in a bubble. Truth is, there are lots of normal people who want this and see it and get excited. Get offline, you're terminally online. All right, these AI things keep popping up all the time, and these AI websites get millions of visitors and millions of subscribers. People want it. People want it, and they want to pay to use it. Okay? There are plenty of people doing that. They wouldn't be throwing this much into it if it wasn't profitable. I promise you, that's not how this works.
Really hard to sell the AI and its inevitable arguments when the AI camp folds in on itself anytime there's a halfway honest convo about their work.
I am more than open to have an honest convo about it. Now, I don't work on AI. I don't make any AI stuff. I've played around with AI and made some stuff for my channel, but I'm not coding AI. I'm not working on any models. I'm not training any AI. I'm not like a developer. That being said, I am a user of it who sees the value in it. I also see the value in real people. I don't think it's going to replace either. I think it'll just be a tool. I think it'll be what that girl described it as. Just a tool. Just another thing that we get used to. But I am open to having an honest conversation about it if anybody wants to talk with someone who's pro-AI but not a developer. Now, if you want to talk to an AI developer, I can't help you there. But if you want to talk to somebody who doesn't mind AI, who's fine with it, I would be happy to let you pick my brain. I can tell you why. if you didn't already get my idea from my last video.
Let anyone say there's nothing you can do. Literally being a petty hater towards these folks is enough. Patrick Doran quote tweets Variety by saying, I went to high school with Tilly Norwood and she said the N-word all the time. Michael quote tweets Variety saying, pretty telling that the industry's first venture into this was to create a teenage girl they could control. Over in the
You don't know the girl's age, you're just assuming.
r/OKBuddyCinephile subreddit, Arc Lancer also posts this tweet with a caption, welcome back, Harvey Weinstein. And Ivan Chav replies, studio. It just happened.
Unironically, these girls would be safer around the movie industry if guys like Harvey Weinstein were forced to work with these girls and not real ones. Unironically, they would help make girls safer if they were abusing them instead of real girls. Just saying.
Happen to be what animators had the most experience with. Nice save. An exotic priority replies, reminds me of in the movie Ex Machina, when the guy being manipulated by the billionaire tech overlord realizes that the AI robot he has been interacting with was designed based on his corn search algorithm, making him more susceptible to it. Pretty spot on, really. What were we supposed to do? Design an actress who's not goon-worthy? We're here to make money, baby. And J-Pup replies, also a lot like the movie Simone, 2002. Solarian American says, okay, but like, in what sense is she not a replacement for a human being? They're aiming to eliminate
in a lot of senses
human being's role in a film and replace it with an AI homunculus. How is that not a replacement for a human being? Inappropriate Data replies, I think they mean that she is going to play AI roles like Ana de Armas playing the protagonist's AI girlfriend in Blade Runner.
Right. You want proper representation. This is what I don't get, is you people scream that like you have to, that actors can't act like something they're not anymore. That if you're going to cast a trans person in a movie, then you have to cast a real trans person. It can't be someone playing the role of a trans person. No. They can't act like something they're not. Cast the real thing. So I guess acting isn't acting anymore. You just get the real thing and put it on screen. So if it's going to be a trans role, it better be a trans person. If it's going to be a disabled role, it better be a real disabled person. A gay role, it better be a real gay person, not someone pretending to be gay. So if you're going to cast a movie that has an AI girl in the movie as part of the script, then I guess we can't cast a real human to play that AI model. We better use real AI. This is you reaping what you sow.
Runner. That's indeed not a really strong argument because Ana de Armas is a human woman. And Sharp Kaleidoscope replies, humans can pretend to be bots, but it's woke.
There was a movie that had an AI that a guy fell in love with and dated, and it was an AI girl, and that girl was played by Scarlett Johansson. Can't remember the name of the movie. I want to say it was Her, but been a long time since I saw the movie. But yeah, a guy falls in love with an AI model, and it's played by Scarlett Johansson. All this is you guys going, no. If it's going to be an AI model in a movie, then it better be played by a real AI model and not a real girl. In the same way that, what the fuck is that? In the same way that, that disabled person better be played by a real disabled person and not someone pretending to be an amputee. Again, this is you reaping what you sow. Now, if they make movies where AI are part of the script, they better be using real AI. Humans better not play the role of AI anymore. Scarlett Johansson. Ironic that they use that as their comparison.
For clankers to portray humans. Variety also posted this with a caption, SAG-AFTRA condemns AI actress Tilly Norwood and says the union is opposed to the replacement of human performers by synthetics. Attaching a quote that says, to be clear, Tilly Norwood is not an actor. It's a character generated by a computer program that was trained on the work of countless professional performers, without permission or compensation. It has no life experience to draw from, no emotion, and from what we've seen, audiences aren't interested in watching computer-generated content.
Do you guys remember the last time this happened? Because this has happened before. It happened in the 80s with it wasn't AI, but it was a computer-generated actor who had his own TV show. And it wasn't a real person. It was all computer-generated. It was very early, very primitive, but his name was Max Headroom. People liked him. What happened?
Untethered from the human experience. It doesn't solve any problem. It creates the problem of using stolen performances to put actors out of work, jeopardizing performer livelihoods and devaluing human artistry. Additionally, sanitary producers should be aware that they may not use synthetic performers without complying with our contractual obligations, which require notice and bargaining whenever a synthetic performer is going to be used. And Plain Rock TV replies, more talents than anyone in that gay union. Yeet also posts this statement on his page, and user replies, what problem are actors supposed to solve other than entertain the audience? Pone Master says, I can't wait until 100% of my media is acted by actors and actresses I've built in AI that won't lecture me on my own personal fucking politics.
Yep, and they won't insert their politics into their interviews. They won't sexually harass people. They won't get into scandals that you guys all get mad about. It seems like it solves a lot of the problems you guys have with human actors right now. Maybe you shouldn't be canceling every human actor if you don't want them to get replaced with AI. Did you ever think about that? Maybe you should stop taking their jobs away for being human if you want humans to keep doing the jobs.
Third-rate duelist says based. Now make the writers AI. MCFW also posted this on the Our Entertainment subreddit, the comments by SAG-AFTRA, and Reagan Lamborghini replies, trying to treat AI as human is just incredibly dumb. It's software. And Nervous Otter says, from the court that brought you corporations are people comes its latest proclamation. Software can be human. And Diz replies, but not human enough to qualify for labor laws. And Superman says, corporations. Our AI is human enough to take human jobs, but not human enough for any rights, privileges, or legal responsibilities. Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives Akiko, Salsao, Dakota's Bandito, and Captain Crash Outs. And thank you guys so much for this.
Yep, that's my take on it. This is you guys reaping what you fucking sow. You have spent years upon years, you fucking Twitter warriors, canceling every human who didn't act like a robot outside of their role. You've canceled them for being human. Every little controversy, every little scandal ends in humans that should lose their jobs. So are you surprised that they're looking into actors or actresses who don't interact with the real world, so can't get into scandals? Maybe stop canceling humans for being human, and we won't start replacing them with machines. This was the logical conclusion to cancel culture, dipshit. You canceled humans for making human mistakes and cost these fucking production companies and movie companies millions upon millions in recasting them or trying to get rid of them and blah, 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 correcting those mistakes. So, of course, they're going to start looking for actors and actresses who can't make those mistakes. They can't make human mistakes because they're not human. So if you want humans in your movies, maybe allow them to be human when they're not in the movie. Maybe stop punishing them for being human outside of their jobs. Separate the art from the artist. Instead, we just try to cancel everybody. Well, you've canceled all the humans. All we got left are robots, so I guess we'll use the robots. There you go. Reap what you sow, bitches. This is the logical conclusion to cancel culture. I would die on that hill. You guys did this to yourselves. Damn! Can't move! Why couldn't I jump right there? What the hell happened? Alright, well, if you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel. And jump in the comments. Tell me how shit my take is on AI. I still think I'm right. You can't cancel the AI like you can cancel humans. So, of course, this looks more attractive to studios. But hey, we can have this discussion in the comments. I also did another video on AI in general before this one. You should go watch that one. That's like an hour long. I went into way more detail on that. For now, that's going to do it for this one. We do these live streams every night, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel with the bell icon on to see when I go live, or follow me on my socials. And I will see you guys in the next one.